Hello, Ethan here again, and today I'll still be reading The Flower for Algernon. Progress Report 5, March 6th. They found my sister Norma, who lives with my mother in Brooklyn, and she gave permission of the operation. So they are going to use me. I'm so excited, I can hardly write it down. But then Professor Neymar and Dr. Stracer had a arrangement about it first. I was sitting in Professor Neymar's office when Dr. Stracer and Bert Selden came in. Professor Neymar was worried about using me, but Dr. Stracer told him I looked like the best one they tested so far. Bert told him Miss Kenyon recommended me the best from all of the people who she was teaching at the Center of Restarted Adults, where I go. Dr. Stracer said I had something that was very good. He said I had a good motivation. I never even know I had that. I felt good when he said not everybody with an IQ of 68 had nothing like I had it. I don't know what it is or where I got it, but he said Algernon had it too. Algernon motivation is the cheese and they put in his box. But it can't be only that because I didn't have no cheese this week. Professor Neymar was worried about my IQ getting too high from mine that was too low, and I would get sick from it. And Dr. Stracer told Professor Neymar something I didn't understand so well. They was talking, I wrote down something on the words in my notebook for keeping my progress report. They said, hard row that Professor Neymar's first name, I know. Charlie is not that you had in mind, as the first of your new breed of something couldn't get the word Superman. But most people of his low men are host and uncle, as they are usually dual and hard to reach. Charlie had a good nature and his interest and eager to please. Then Professor Neymar said, remember, he'll be the first human being ever to have this intelligence increase in surgery. Dr. Stracer said, that's exactly what I meant. Where will we find another restarted adult with this treatment motivation to learn? Look how well he had learned to read and write for his low mental age. A treatment achieved. I didn't get all the words, and they are talking too fast, but it sounded like Dr. Stracer and Bert was on my side and Professor Neymar wasn't. Bert kept saying Alice Kenyon feels he was a overwhelmed desire to learn and actually back it to be used. And that's true because I wanted to be smart. Dr. Stracer got up and walked around and said, I say we use Charlie. And Bert nodded. Professor Neymar scratched his head and rubbed his nose with his thumb and said, maybe you're right. We'll use Charlie. But we've got to make him understand that lots of things can go wrong with the experiment. When they said that, I got so happy and excited, I jumped up and shook his hand for being so good to me. I think he got scared when I did that. When he said that, I got so happy and he said, Charlie, we worked on this for a long time, but only on animals like Algernon. We're sure there's no physical danger of you, but there are other things we can't tell until we try it. I want you to understand this might fail and that nothing will happen at all. Or it might even succeed temporarily and leave you worse off than you know. Do you understand what that means? If that happens, we'll have to send you back to the world state's home to live. I said I didn't care because I ain't afraid of nothing. I'm very strong and I always do good. And besides, I got my lucky rabbit food and I never break a mirror in my life. I dropped some dish once, but that don't count for bad luck. Then Dr. Stracer said, Charlie, even if this fails, you make a great contribution to science. This experiment was being successful on lots of animals, but it's never been tried on a human being. You'll be the first. I told him, thanks, doctor. You won't be sorry of giving me my second chance like Miss Kenyon says. And I mean it like I told him. After the operation, I'm gonna try to be smart. I'm gonna try awful hard. Thank you for listening.